Hey there, bibliophiles and those raising bibliophiles. Without ratings and warning labels, knowing which books are appropriate for your children to read is like navigating wild terrain without a map and a compass. I don't know about you, but I have been burned more than once handing my child a book that I thought was clean and appropriate for them to read. I'm a fellow mom, educator, reading specialist, and literary enthusiast trying to find great books for my children and yours to read. So if you're looking for a real review from a mom with a biblical worldview, then welcome and enjoy this week's book review. So this week's book review is Honey Butter by Millie Florence. My daughter came across this author and part of her writing group and at a writing conference she attended this summer. She absolutely loved it and thought it was adorable and thought that I should basically do my review for one of them. I tried to encourage her to do it, but she wasn't quite up for that. So I did read the book. Honey Butter is an adorable contemporary fiction about a 7-year-old named Jamie. She has a very large family, and it's really about her family, and her summer friendship. Jamie collects paint cards and loves to look at them, arrange them, classify the world around her according to her colors. Unfortunately, Jamie is having a difficult time connecting with her older sister, Erica. On the flip side, a new girl and her family are renting the house next door for a couple of weeks. Jamie quickly becomes friends with the 13-year-old Lauren, and her family travels and homeschools. Lauren's family does. And Lauren befriends Jamie, and they spend the summer days drawing, exploring, sharing their own interests, stories. And Lauren is a source of relief for Jamie from her sister Erica and sort of the busy home of 5 children. Now, before I go too much further, I do want to read just a little bit of the story to you just to kind of give you an idea of the writing style. And the chapters and stuff are super cute. This paint store was almost deserted. It was standing alone in the bright sunlight as the air shimmered with heat and the trees' leaves lay painfully still in the breezeless air. The store looked somehow faded under the sun's glaze, dull in comparison to the golden sands of the South Carolina beaches, which lay a short drive away. Except for the young man behind the counter who was being paid to give up the summer evening, it seemed that almost no one in their right mind wanted to be inside a paint store on a glistening summer day. Almost no one, at least, for you could have quite dismissed the small, dark-skinned, curly-haired girl with the battered blue shoebox under her arm. Her name was Jamie Johnson, and at the moment she felt that the world was boring, unfair, and totally in favor of undeserving older sisters and easily awoken baby brothers. After all, it wasn't her fault that the twins had woken up. Erica had taunted her. She had just said Jamie was too little to have a party, at which Jamie had screamed, "I am not little," causing Jack and William to cry and her mother to banish her to the outdoors. The shoebox under her arm, which used to hold a pair of size 3 tennis shoes, now contained her collection, and it bumped about awkwardly as she pushed open the door to leave the paint store. An electric bell sang out a little ding as the door closed behind her, echoing clear in the silent air. Jamie took a moment to readjust her shoebox before turning to plod down the sidewalk, her worn-out pink and orange flip-flops smacking her heels as she walked. It was late afternoon, and the great red and gold ball of the sun dangled just above the edge of the horizon. Her dark, thick, tangled curls bounced behind her as she dodged the cracks in the sidewalk for something to amuse herself. She walked 1 block and down a long stretch of sidewalk past a grassy area, then turned on the Winchester Court to the first house on the corner, which was her own. It was boring, gray siding, brown roof, shingles. Jamie would have preferred a yellow house, but it was home. And she was about to walk up the pathway to the front door when she noticed something. The house next to hers, a 2-story mint green residence, was missing its sign. The sign was usually stuck in the front yard with big red capital letters spelling out the words, "For rent." Jamie had always vaguely wondered why "for rent" signs were always in capital letters. After all, everyone told her that she should write in lowercase because capitals were only for little kids. But the sign was gone, and that was the first sign of everything that happened next. So that's just a little of the opening. It's just beautiful. And so talking about sort of the conflicts between her and her sister, Erica is also very negative towards Jamie for much of the story. Jamie is just seeking really to be included as young siblings do. And as a result, she accidentally breaks her sister's beloved bracelet, and then she intrudes on a party that she had planned with her friends. And it's on this particular night that Jamie hears some hurtful words that Erica has spoken about her. It doesn't take long, however, for one of the girls from the party to then spread gossip about Erica, and soon she is also sad and lonely. Time and discussion with Lauren have encouraged and put Jamie in a position to support Erica, and the two of them begin to reconcile their relationship. Parents will absolutely love that this story does not have any profanity. There's nothing unsavory. It's actually a great read, I think, for upper elementary. So if you have some stronger upper elementary readers, probably grade 3 and up, it's definitely geared for female readers. The young ladies will enjoy the story about friendships and sisterhood. Many of the emotions and struggles that Jamie has are common to childhood and growing up and learning how to be a good friend and a good sibling. The characters do attend church. The parents are strong representations within the story. One note of caution I would say, if you have a more sensitive reader, is that Lauren's younger brother died a year before. So, in the present time in the story, he isn't there, but something comes up and she reveals this to Jamie. And then it's through this lens that Lauren's sort of able to offer encouragement and sibling advice to Jamie. This is just absolutely an adorable story. So if you've got a young girl, upper elementary, lower middle school, I think they would definitely enjoy this story. It's definitely engaging. One of the cute things too about Millie Florence is, if I understand her story correctly as an author, so she's still young, she's in her 20s, but she wrote this book when she was 13, and then she self-published. And so that can just also be a great story or something encouraging for young readers. Or young writers that you may have. The story is only, 159 pages. So I just think it was just great. My like I said, my daughter really enjoyed it. I thought it was adorable. I enjoyed it. So I just wanted to kind of share that. Hopefully you find that helpful. If you're looking for good books for your children to read, especially upper elementary, then I would definitely check out Honey Butter by Millie Florence. And I hope that you'll join me next week for another book review.